when he's 18, Brittany Redden was 25. I mean, 18, 25. I mean, you 18. You
man, let a 25-year-old man be with an 18-year-old. They're gonna say that nigga y'all in different places in y'all life. You a kid, all this is drug. Don't act like coach how the coach it on rock. They'd be like, yo, what are you doing with that little girl?
Nah, but like nigga grew it. They got married though. Like he was definitely whipped, bro. He got married.
Yeah, again, turned him out. That blowing bubbles in his booty, double fisting him and all that shit. Yo, that shit professional. That professional freak. You think she ain't turn that nigga out?
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Like Drew just said, what you gonna do? Welcome to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape All-Stars episode, season 2, 18. Season 2, episode 18.
Overall 68.
Overall 68. Next week gonna be Drew's favorite number, but we'll get there when we get
69.
there. All right, we at 68 now. As you can see, only 4 of us today. Lots been going on this week with the cast, man. So our prayers just gonna go out to our brothers, DQ and Eddie. So that's all I'm gonna say right here. But we gonna hold it down for them this week. Got Johnny in the building, Kevin in the building, Drew in the building. This is OSA Season 2, Episode 18, brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. As you can see, Kevin's rapping. Kev, we got to get you a new shirt with the LLC, man. We had to get rid of the ink, so we're gonna get you a new tee with the LLC on it.
All right.
But yeah, that's what's going on. How everybody feeling?
You feeling all right, bro? We good.
So Drew's back. Drew wasn't here last week, but he back this week.
I'm good.
Good.
Oh, really? I forgot my man Drew wasn't here last week.
He was busy at work.
So we slowly. I think that shit gonna go under. Remember that discussion we had about overall the whole cast? I think we
definitely going under. Yeah, we definitely going
under. And due to me.
I'm not saying you. I'm just talking overall.
You just said overall. I don't even know how many episodes we had.
I took the over.
With everyone. I had the under. I knew for sure we.
I took the over. No, it's crazy, but the over under is like 20-something episodes.
Yeah, it's very low.
Like 20-something.
Yeah, we gonna have 20. Well, DQ.
So again, I went with the under.
Well, the shit you said, full cast. You forget one of our co-stars is like got a major problem.
I mean,
he can't control.
That's true, but again, we did the over and under, and I said under, and it's going to be true. So regardless, and we're not going to even be over the number from last season. So even if we was under, or even if we just was to be a little bit over, like say we don't do full cast the entire season, if we did better than what we did last season, was like 27. If we did better than that, I would be happy because it would show slow progression. But I don't think we're gonna even be over the 27 from last season.
Yo. That over under gonna be extra low for season 3.
So it's gonna be extra. So at this pace, if we gonna decline every season, next season 3 is gonna be 15 episodes with full cast. So
yo, Drew, lean your head like this a little bit. To the right. To the right.
Why am I leaning my head for?
Yo, it's something behind. Yo, come on, man. To the right. You're right.
Oh my God.
All right, right there. You're lying straight now. You good.
Yo, get the fuck off me with your bald head. Shut up.
Yo, okay. So again, us four gonna hold it down. It was 4 of us last week. It's 4 of us again this week. We gonna hold it down for our crew. So fellas, are y'all ready to get into the episode? Yes.
Always.
Let's kick it off with the open run.
You doing what sport we hitting first? MLB, NBA, or NFL? What's that?
Come on, let's what's up with?
Where you want to go, Drew? Kick us off, Drew. Where you going? Where we going?
Yo, let's start off with the NBA, bro. Let's do that.
Starting off in the NBA.
Yeah, start off NBA.
Yo,
So,
what
in the
you want?
NBA, where you going? What topic you want to talk about in the NBA?
I want to talk about them Christmas games. Them Christmas games
Okay,
look
so-
lovely right now.
So NBA season, well, again, we already in August.
Mhm.
Season will be kicking off in what, 2 months?
Yeah,
Yep.
2 months.
yeah,
October,
2
right?
October.
Yeah, October.
Or
So
something?
we already got the Christmas schedule as well as the tip-off
Tip-off
schedule.
schedule. Mhm.
So for the tip-off schedule, I think the first game is October 19th, if I'm not
Yeah, something
mistaken.
like that. 19.
They got like the first 4 days of the NBA. They got
So the very first tip-off game though is what, Nets Bucks for kicking off the season.
Eastern Conference Finals match rematch. So
But how it's gonna look though? Are we gonna have a healthy Nets team? Are we gonna have a full Nets team?
it's gonna be.
We know KD gonna be there.
I'm
KD
pretty sure
ready.
it's gonna be a full Nets squad. For the first season game, they're not gonna have no full Nets squad. It's gonna be like little shaky.
No, they're gonna the first opening day should have everybody should be
Yeah, I mean like
full rostered up.
it shouldn't be a question.
Except the Clippers, because Kawhi Leonard is gonna be out for a while.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
for that opening date, tip off next Bucks. Is that who we looking at as our repeat of our Eastern
No.
Conference?
No.
I saw Drew, the fandom coming out.
I'm
Drew
pretty
Brees
sure
was
that's
the
gonna be
man.
the repeat of
in that shit.
So Drew,
Actually, no, Nets didn't make the Eastern Conference
oh,
Finals.
right, Nets
Yeah,
didn't make it. Nets didn't
Yeah,
make
Nets
it.
didn't make the Eastern
They
Conference
lost to the
Finals.
Bucks. So is that a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals? John says yes. Drew is saying no. Drew, your early prediction for Eastern Conference Finals.
Eastern Conference Finals. The Brooklyn Nets is gonna be in there. I'm giving them flowers. Brooklyn Nets gotta be in there. And yo, I'm still sticking Miami Heat, son. Let's keep
So
that
you taking the
going.
defending champions off the list.
Oh yeah, he took the defending champion. He gave flowers to Milwaukee. He gave flowers to Brooklyn, but didn't give flowers to the defending champion.
Yo. Kevin Durant's big ass foot is the only reason why the Nets did not make it. Kevin Durant's big ass foot.
But all your fandom, because your fandom won't let you. You got Miami there. Yeah.
No, don't be hot because next season when we come back, the Jets will be all hyped for when we talking about NFL. So
But I'm saying
my fandom.
You said I'm just saying like.
Oh, you know what? If they get the situation with Ben Simmons down, packed, I can see Philly making it. I can see Philly like being a dark horse.
And again, but you just said if KD big ass foot, then was on the line that the Nets would have won. And Bucks would be our defending champions. We can't forget that Bucks did go on after that. They didn't lose after that. They went on and beat Phoenix, and smoked Phoenix. It wasn't like they didn't take care of business. Like they really took care of business. Like they smoked.
What was it? Was 4-2 or 1-4?
4-2.
They didn't smoke them. They won 4 games.
But they dominated though.
Every game they won was domination.
Yeah, they dominated.
Every game they lost was pretty close.
All right.
It was complete domination. But also the Christmas games were released. The Christmas schedule. We got Knicks Hawks. We got Celtics Bucks. We got Warriors Suns. Nets Lakers. So we got
the Avengers versus the X-Men.
So who's the Avengers and who's the X-Men? Lakers is Avengers. The
Lakers is the X-Men, bro. The Lakers are the X-Men.
Lakers are Avengers. It's LeBron. LeBron is Captain America, man. He's Mr. Do Good. He's everybody's superhero and shit. The first American hero. That's LeBron James. He's Captain America. You can't call the Lakers not the Avengers. But
there's 2 other games that I like even better than that on Christmas Day schedule.
What's that?
I like the Hawks and the Knicks. You telling me Madison Square Garden is gonna be
That's gonna be a great game to watch.
Energy gonna
Yeah,
be
it
through the
is.
roof.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, and they already putting that narrative out there. Motherfucking Trey Young, Reggie Miller 2.0. They already putting
Right.
that narrative
Oh, yeah.
out
And
there.
they already got ticket prices over $250 a ticket.
Facts.
Facts.
Knicks killer. He the new Knicks killer.
And you know what? With Clay coming back, that trust me, that Suns and Golden State is gonna be a great game. If Clay is back in the
Clay by the time that game starts, it's gonna be the usual when Curry go against CP3. This is gonna be one of those games.
Yeah, that game is gonna be fired, bro. Like
I'm still gonna be good, but I'm just saying, just be aware that's what's probably most likely what's gonna happen.
Nah, it's not gonna be like so you thinking like if Clay's there, the Suns is gonna get blown out. That's what you're saying, John?
Yes.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen like that. The Suns are a different animal after last season.
Bro, you saw what Curry's doing? And
No, bro.
But you're not. What you're not understanding is the defense. The way they was guarding him, they're not going to be able to do that with Klay Thompson. They was throwing two bodies at him because nobody else on the Warriors could shoot. We throw two bodies at Curry, he's just going to throw it to Klay, and Klay is going to hit the shot.
But you act like Devin Booker ain't dead. Devin Booker go be shooting too. Devin Booker
good, but he ain't shooting like Klay though.
Devin Booker ain't shooting like Klay. That's what you say?
Nah,
he's not shooting like Klay.
Yeah,
no.
Devin Booker can shoot like Klay.
No, Klay and Steph are in a different league.
Steph
is in a different league. No, Steph is in a different league. Steph is in a different league from everybody. Klay is in a different league from Steph, and then everybody else is under.
As you say, scores. Klay and Booker.
Scoring is different because there's multiple ways to score.
Right.
We're just talking about
shooting. But shooting too.
The attribute of shooting.
Shooters. Now maybe you could say Steph and Chris can't do that.
Curry got his own planet.
Yeah.
Klay got his own planet. And everybody else is on Earth.
Right. It's like right, exactly. It's like Klay, it's like Steph is on Pluto.
Remember,
and that's not even a planet.
Devin Booker
Klay is on Venus, and everybody else is on Earth.
Devin Booker has a 70-point game, bro.
All right, but that's scoring. It wasn't like, did you?
He was shooting, bro. You seen last season?
Yo,
you seen last season? The kid can shoot.
Klay had what was it? 39 in one quarter of straight threes.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It was like 39 in a quarter of straight threes.
Yo, all I'm saying, if everything is right, and plus you got a big man at the rim in DeAndre. Tell me.
Suns is a good team. I'm just saying, if Klay, the Klay Thompson we know by Christmas is going to be one of those games. It's going to be over before it starts.
Again, because
my opinion, I can be wrong.
Because
Klay got to be Klay. If Klay's not Klay, then it's pointless. So
again, what John is saying is both of them deserves a double. There's only 5 people on the court. You can't double both. So what do you do? Because if you double Steph, Klay is just as lethal. The Klay we know prior to injury is just as lethal. So that's why it's a big if. If we get remnants of Klay prior to injury, there's no way you can play both of them and double them and the other one not go off.
Yeah, but as we know, due to injuries.
Remember, and then you forgot. Right. So this is all, that's why John said it's all there with the hypothetical. It's all there with a hypothetical because one thing that Klay do also is shut down the best scorer.
No, he plays D. Klay plays defense.
Klay plays D. Klay's one of the best defensive players.
Plays D, but you said shut down.
He's one of the best two-way. He's one of the best, and you must don't watch sports because Klay is known as one of the best two-way players in the NBA prior to injury. So if you got Devin Booker out there, Klay, and again, it's all hypothetical, Drew. We only talking hypothetical. Don't be so high strong. We talking hypothetical. Klay being Clay defensively and offensively, he's better than Devin Booker 5-6 days out of the week.
I'm just saying that game is gonna be interesting.
So it will be.
I'm saying it's still gonna be an exciting game, but I'm just saying if it's healthy, you're just gonna see.
But speaking of people coming back, Kawhi will be coming back to Clippers. He just signed a 4-year deal for $176 million.
Yeah.
Also,
Kawhi signed the deal.
Joel B got the Supermax 4-year, $196 million.
Okay, but one thing about Joel Embiid. All right, Joel Embiid was gonna get that. What are we doing about Ben Simmons? That's my question about.
They try to trade him.
They try to move him, and again, even with Rich Paul, he would clutch. They've been trying to shop him. I think his playoff just
got him stuck.
It's a mixture of what he did in the playoffs versus what they're demanding.
Right,
and it's I don't know about that. Might have to level it out.
But see, and that's what I was saying when we had this conversation a long time ago. Ben is still looked at as at least the market says that he's a superstar level player. But his game, his offensive game
is trash.
It's trash, and people ain't gonna take up the debt that comes with Ben Simmons for you to get somebody that's on the offensive side. You just don't know what you're gonna get. And I'm seeing fucking videos of this nigga training and shit. He dropping shots like
he has no key. After all that, he has no confidence in shit no more.
But I'm saying I was just watching a video on YouTube of him training with fucking with CP not too long ago. He was training, hitting 15-footers, like looking good. I ain't talking about the old video of him shooting the threes and shooting some new footage. It's just game time. He refuses to shoot the fucking ball.
Which is, I
don't even think that he can't shoot. He just refused to do so.
He's Michael Fultz in himself right now, right? What Michael Fultz was back like a couple of years ago.
Markel Fultz.
You like a big ass version of that, but this is why I say this is why it was probably 2 weeks ago. I say he could work well in a place like Golden State, bro. That's where you need to be. Because his playmaking ability is still there. He can still defend. You got Steph right here, Clay right here. Give the balls. You got two of the best shooters. I don't need to score no more. That's
my whole thing with him to going to Golden State. If you got Ben, what does that do for Draymond then? Because Draymond's the facilitator.
Yo, I'm a push Draymond back because he's a better facilitator than actually Draymond is.
I don't think he's a better facilitator. I think he plays better defense.
He's a better facilitator. You ever see Ben's playmaking ability? He can't shoot for shit, but he's a playmaker.
Yeah, I think
Ben is a slightly much better playmaker than Draymond. He's basically a more athletic Draymond. Similar players, right? But Draymond would shoot the ball. Like Draymond would shoot it,
and I think that's
one bucket in there.
I think he might be after 2 shots and shit. I think he's athletically better than Draymond, but I don't think he's a better floor general than Draymond. I think Draymond is a smarter player to me, just like an OG smart player. That's why on fucking Team USA, they had him as a floor general because he's a smart. He ain't the best shooter. He will shoot. If you leave him open, he might miss, but he will take the shot.
That's one thing you got. That's one thing you got over Ben Simmons. At least you taking a shot. At least you do that.
He ain't gonna. You can't promise that he gonna hit it, but Draymond will try to pull that shit. Ben, that nigga gonna say somebody get open because I'm ready to pass this ball. Like, somebody take this ball out of my hand. Like,
somebody, just dish to like some scores, bro. That's all you need, bro. Let me go somewhere where the score is at. Like, let me be on like a team like fucking Portland. Right. You like motherfucking like Damian Lillard been begging for assistance over in Portland. Give me Ben Simmons. I
don't think Dame won't know Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Ben Simmons ain't gonna help.
Yeah, Ben ain't helping Dame. That ain't what
Dame is gonna run the point guard, and he's one of those, like, he's a scoring point guard. So for him to get his position, it's gonna work better if the ball's in his hand. But then Ben Simmons is a point forward. And for him to run his offense, he needs the ball in his hand. They'll adjust because they're NBA players. And
I mean, you can adjust because you look at James Harden and Kyrie.
But you know, James Harden. But also with them, they'll drive and dish. Like, can Dame trust to drive and dish to Ben?
No.
Right? Exactly.
Ben Simmons is the one that's dishing. Dame.
Right, but he can't be the only one. That's what we said. Like, he has Dame, the way Dame play. Dame is a slashing point. So a part of Dame game is either taking you at the three or forcing and driving and then dishing out. He got to do a whole 360. When he see Ben, you see Ben and then turn his whole body to find somebody else to say. Fuck all that, man. Ben ain't gonna help Dame. But speaking of help, did the Clippers get some help? Clippers just got Eric Bledsoe with a trade.
They traded Pat Bev and Rondo.
You know what?
Pat Bev and Rondo to the Grizzlies for Eric Bledsoe. Who wins this trade? Is this a win for anybody?
Nobody
It's
really.
a win.
Nobody really.
Who's a win for, John? You think it's a win for the Clippers? How's that?
Bledsoe is solid. He's still, I feel like, in a space where he's not asked to do much, he'll be better. And playing for the Clippers, he'll be able to do, as long as he accepts a role, whatever role they decide to give him, I feel like he'll excel in that role.
But what role should that be?
Probably come off the bench.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't come off the bench because who's your PG?
You start Reggie Jackson. He had a great playoff.
Reggie. Okay.
And then again, the ball gonna be in fucking PG hand anyway. PG is the facilitator.
Yeah, Reggie Miller deserves that starting slot. I
not know Reggie Miller.
I mean Reggie Jackson. My bad.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson. They just signed him. He got his deal. PG is the one facilitating. I don't think, and again, like John said, I think the bench probably would be the best. For him to be the point guard coming off the bench, because he ain't the best facilitator, but he is a slasher and he can draw.
And he can play a little defense.
Right, and he can play defense. So he could draw the defense. So that's the one. But what about Memphis getting Rondo and Pat Bev? Does that help Memphis?
Pat Bev didn't even stop there. Pat Bev got traded to Minnesota.
He just got moved again, right?
He got moved to Minnesota. Now
For who?
For Hancho, Hernandez Gomez, and Jarrett Culver.
Don't even know them. I'm sorry. I just don't know.
But yeah, Pat Bev's on the move again.
Pat Bev.
Y'all remember when Pat Bev tweeted, "I just won a fucking championship" when Kawhi and PG got there?
Mm-hmm. So have the body have fallen.
And they told Steph Curry the next 5 years is mine.
Right, he did say that. He did. Damn, Pat about to be on the move, kid.
You spoke too soon, Pat. You spoke too soon.
He a West Side nigga though. West Side Chicago nigga. So we won't really fuck with them, but I don't like seeing Chicago niggas get did dirty. And I feel like Pat's gonna be on. I'm just saying, like, the way he's been traded the last couple of days, I just feel like it ain't gonna stop. Like, I feel like by the time the season start, that nigga gonna get moved again. Like,
you think he ain't lasting in Minnesota?
He might, depending on what he take. If he decides, I'm not playing for Minnesota, they might buy him out. Cut him.
True. Yeah, he might throw a fit like,
And
Yeah,
he'll
so-
get to go to the team of his choosing. I don't know what
So-
team he will want to go to, but he'll get the chance to go to the team of his choosing.
That'd be wild if he go to the Clippers and shit. Go to the Lakers and shit. Come off the bench for the Lakers. Brian will take him. You think Brian won't take Pat? Brian will love Pat. He love the scrappy niggas and shit. Nigga that like do all the talking where he don't have to. Brian could be like the quiet.
Yeah, knowing Pat Bev is either gonna be Brooklyn or the Lakers.
Yeah, a word. Be one of those two and shit. And Nets got Patty Mills. I don't know if we ever said that.
I think we talked about it. One of the low-key moves that's really good for the
That's a nice OG move. They got
that's a really good move. What else going on? Oh, LeBron had a conversation with Adam Silver. Did y'all see that about the play? Brian is still against it.
No. He came around. He's not against it anymore.
He ain't come around. It's just Adam Silver telling him his ass it ain't gonna change. Like
it is. What is
I mean, like to be honest though, like he shouldn't have. That was one of my gripes with him last season though. Like I like you as a proponent of that shit until it happened to you, until the Lakers fell all the way to 7. Now you want to be totally against that shit. Like you can't have that shit. I didn't like LeBron when he said that shit.
His whole thing now, again, based on the conversation with Adam Silver is we're gonna go back to a regular full season next year, 82 games. So with that, is there really a need for a play-in or whatever?
Yes, there's still a need for that. It brings
I like the competition to play.
Competition.
And then that's what they were, because I was watching on ESPN, like the play-in ratings was higher than a lot of the actual playoff games, like because of how exciting that Lakers Warriors series was. Then the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies and
Grizzlies. Not Lakers. Did Lakers play?
Yeah, they played Lakers.
Right.
Lakers.
And then they played Golden
State.
Right. Golden State played.
Golden State played the Grizzlies.
Right.
Yeah.
So those games, the play-in games, were super fucking exciting.
Super exciting.
Pre-playoffs. So and then again, the whole thing is the play-in keeps everybody on their toes. It's like no, when it comes to the end of the season, no start to slow it down. Nobody's resting. It's none of that shit because your ass will fall into the play-in and then
now
one or two games.
And now you food.
Yeah, right. And 1 or 2 games, you out. So it's like it keeps it exciting to me, especially when it comes towards the end of the season. Because again, like I've said before, players start to rest, the big names start to rest, and now they can't do that shit. Like, niggas got to play it through. Like
you thought you were safe because you made to 8? Hell no. Like
no, you in the 6th spot and you thinking like, bam, we good. We about to clinch. It's like, nah, nigga. Gotta play this through. You gotta play these last 10 to 15 games. Because your ass gonna be in trouble. Like
because the 7 and 8 ticket is coming for your spot now.
Exactly. And then you got a 9 and 10 right on the outside that's might be in there. So I feel like LeBron and with their team, it shouldn't even be a conversation because again, he's never supposed to be in that spot. And like Drew said last year, the previous season had no issue with it. This season they was in that spot, so he had a bunch of disdain for it. Coming into this next season, I don't see them being in that spot. I will hope if they in that spot, boy.
It's injury.
Yo, I want to hear shit from a LeBron fan ever again.
But dude, like the reason why they were in the spot there was injuries. It was injuries, bro.
No, but I'm just saying.
If it's not injuries, everybody's healthy. Then all bets are off. You can't be in that spot if everybody's healthy. If everybody's healthy, you better not be in that spot.
But we will see. Lastly, in NBA, Summer League is coming to an end. I've enjoyed the Summer League.
Y'all been annoying me every time Jello been on that damn screen. Y'all,
Jello is that
Dude,
guy.
Elliot.
I don't know how many of y'all been watching the Summer League, but John, have you watched the Summer League? If so, what have you seen? What have you liked from the
I
Summer
watched
League?
some. I caught a couple of games, but of course, I like the whole Jello story, and then watching the future class of the next generation, like the rookies that's coming in.
Right.
That got drafted.
Mhm.
And seeing what they look like. I watched the games where they had the top rookies versus each other, but it's looking like a good class. It's looking like a class that we're gonna be hearing about a few years down the line when we look back, and we're gonna be like, "This was a good class."
Yeah.
But that's one of the things that stood out to me.
Drew, have you watched any of the Summer League? Well, John, I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
No, I'm saying it's funny because if y'all want to talk about it, we could talk about it. I was watching the Malice in the Palace documentary that just came out on Netflix, right?
All right.
Oh,
I
I
was
gotta
watching
watch
it.
that.
Then I rewatched it again with my brother. I watched it, and then on that same day, there was a fight in the Summer League. Right, some player went up for a dunk. He got pushed out the air. He threw like a forearm punch to the other player, and it was just mad funny. It was just ironic.
Ben Wallace style. Boom.
No, Malice in the Palace was dope. I watched that shit the first day it came out. I mean, it wasn't nothing that I didn't already knew, except for the fucking dumb commentary from Ron Artest.
It wasn't dumb commentary, bro.
No, I'm saying it's dumb in the sense of like he asked, "Are we gonna get in trouble and shit like that?" It's like, nigga, what you fucking think we gonna do? Like, what you think gonna happen?
Right, well, that's why Jermaine O'Neal was just on him in the
right. Jermaine O'Neal was ready to whoop his ass.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if anyone ever noticed it. I noticed it for the first time after seeing the footage years ago. If you go back to the fight,
that he went for the wrong person.
No, I know that he went for the wrong person. The person who threw the beer was the guy with the blue shirt, and Ron just went right past him.
Right.
But at one point, I think it was Fred Jones
was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah,
that big black dude. Yeah. Fred Jones
got on top. I was like, yo, I never noticed that.
Fred Jones and Fred Jones had springs. I don't know if y'all remember Fred Jones, but he could dunk. Like he had bungees. But some big black nigga was whooping his ass over that shit. Fred Jones looking like, nigga, I ain't fighting. The black dude was like on his ass and shit. Like black nigga was trying to whoop his ass. But going back to the Summer League again, Drew, have you seen it? Did you watch any of the Summer League?
I saw bits and pieces, like
bits and pieces,
bits and pieces. I can't really make a, but it's just regular Summer League. I mean, like you just watch for the next generation that's coming in. Like that's all really I can say. Like I don't really watch Summer League to like go in depth in like Summer League.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Right.
Summer League is like something to watch when like really is nothing on TV. That's how I really watch Summer League. Like
now, Summer League to me was dope. It reminded me a lot of AAU basketball. No defense, but a lot of high flyers, a lot of bungees. Like a bunch of them kids can play. The top class, the Cade Cunningham, all of them look real good. Golden State got some good pieces with Kuminga, with Gary Payton II. They got some good pieces.
Kuminga look like he's gonna be a problem too.
Kuminga plays both in and out. Remind me a lot of like KG. Good big. So if he comes in and playing with Steph now and GP2, Gary Payton 2, he got bungees and he's a defensive player too. So I like that. But you guys know my spotlight of the Summer League was my guy Jello.
Annoying me every day.
Drew, you gotta understand, man.
You annoy me, bro. This is a true underdog story, bro.
Who Johnny said that I said last week when I said John? He said run the tape.
Yeah, he said John Wall because he said you said John Wall. That's why I made sure I put it at the top of the last episode.
Yeah.
But Jello, bro, underdog story, man. The Cal situation, UCLA shit, fucked him up. Jello comes on to the Hornets, comes to their practice with Melo, just being a brother, come to the practice, he gonna hoop while I'm here. He get offered to play on the Summer League team. Mind you, he's not one of the players being scouted. He's just an extra on the team.
No word? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's an extra on the team. He ain't really getting no minutes. But every time he was on the court, he stole the show. Averaging 10 points. And again, very limited minutes, averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1.5 steals. And again, all you see when he on the court, Twitter, social media, going crazy. And again, he's not one of the players being scouted. He's
How
just
we get half a steal?
10 points.
when you tap it and then somebody else finish the steal. So if you make the ball go loose and then somebody else get it, that's a half steal.
But
technically, the person who hit the ball, that's his steal. So if I hit it and Dev takes the ball, that's my steal. But Dev got it.
But let's just be clear. Y'all hyped over it. All right, cool.
I'm hyped over, again, I'm hyped over the underdog story, whereas he's coming onto a team, not being scouted, just, hey, try out.
Yeah, try it.
He's trying out, and he's one of the biggest stars of the summer league. Not, of course, his name plays a part of it, but his name
plays a major part in it.
His name plays a major part, but when he was on the court, he actually showed that he was supposed to be one of those prospected, scouted players. But because of everything that's been going on with his career and the trials and tribulations of the UCLA situation, now he's here.
He was in Detroit last season, though. Like you can't say he didn't have an opportunity. He was in Detroit last season.
But I'm saying the whole thing is the same thing now that was with Detroit. Again, not a scouted player, just one of those walk-in players, not getting a lot of minutes to show what he got because of that situation and how that broke down. He's not a player that's like, yes, you're on the team. We're scouting you. We're checking you to see where you fit on our team, like the drafted players. He's not getting that same opportunity. So when he was on the court, he was shining brighter than the players that was actually drafted and the teams are actually scouting and evaluating to be on their team. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll just see. Well, we will see. We will see if he's on.
I'm rooting for you, whether it's a G League, but I think Hornets should have a spot because they ass ain't that good on the end of that bench somewhere. Everybody else got their brothers playing in the league. Melo, you a star. You better get your brother a spot. You better tell Hornets ass, look, y'all want me long term? Y'all want me past this rookie deal? Y'all better do right.
Y'all better don't act like the owner ain't Jordan now.
So what?
LaMelo can't boss down Jordan for night.
Let's dictate what goes
on.
LaMelo can't boss down Jordan for night, nigga.
Drew, in the NBA, the star players dictate what goes on with the team.
Exactly, and all they dollars are in. Jordan, that shit don't matter. All they dollars are in on Melo.
The star players got the power. See, in the NFL, you say some shit like that,
right?
He thought he was gonna get this shit. Cut him or he's getting traded.
Yeah.
NBA. Let's just see.
All the dollars are in Charlotte or Melo.
Let's just see.
Y'all want Melo to be happy?
Yo, when's the season start? Just tell me that. October 29th. Cool. Let's get it.
Oh, I think 19th. So yeah. We will see, but we
got about another tip-off game. Yo, we got the Lakers and Golden State.
That's NBA tip-off?
Yeah, that's opening day game. Yeah,
that's on the night game. That shit.
All right. Anything else? Anything else in the NBA? I think we covered everything.
I think we covered everything.
Moving on. Let's go into MLB. Since the last episode, we had our Field of Dream game. Been a week of baseball since. That's going to come up in our when you hear this. Great Field of Dreams game. You know, I rarely watch baseball, but certain games when y'all team losing, I like to be there to watch. So Field of Dreams game, White Sox, Yankees. You know, I got a rep for the city. Even though Dorian tell me I shouldn't rep for the Sox no more because I don't live in New York. He dad tell you live in the Bronx. You should be repping for Chicago. You should be repping for Chicago. I'm like, yo, shut up. But Philly Dreams.
well, Dorian live in the Bronx. Dorian ain't live in Chicago.
And you know he know the Yankees is the Bronx team, so he be rapping for the Yankees.
Yeah, he rep his home squad.
Right, so you know he from the Boogie, and his team Yankees is the team here in the Boogie. So Field of Dreams game. Kev, how did that make you feel watching that game? It was a good game.
Yo, honestly, like the beginning of the game, I'm like, yo, we're not really about to lose like this. And then to make the comeback that we made and be up 8-7 with 2 back-to-back like jacks, like from both of our big men that we don't always get production from, like
John Carlo and Aaron Judge.
Yo, that shit was dope. I didn't obviously like the way that it ended, with us losing 9-8, I think it was. But
9-8.
I feel like the way that game was designed, and I only felt this way after like the Yankees went on to win the series, was that the Field of Dreams movie, like it's a White Sox like movie, so they were supposed to win that game, and the Yankees walked away winning the series.
And that field was mad little though. Like I was looking at it, shit looked pretty easy to hit a home run.
Nah, yeah, it definitely was, but it was a dope game overall.
Yeah, it's like Kev said, it was a storybook ending. Walk off, bottom of the ninth, home run to win it.
So, for the White Sox.
Yeah,
but right now, like, yo,
that shit was funny as hell.
Nah, yo, that game, I was like, oh, that's supposed to happen. Like, I wasn't even that mad. Like, I'm looking at the TV, like, this shit's scripted. Like, that's supposed to happen.
Right.
Like, all the theatrics were supposed to happen.
It definitely. They had the fireworks and shit went off.
Yeah, they had that shit ready. You think the fireworks was going off if the Yankees won that game? No. Like, it just wasn't gonna happen. I mean, all around baseball, man, everybody is like playing their hearts out. Yo, Tatis Jr. is really.
Tatis is back.
He's that dude, bro.
Yeah.
Yankees are arguably the hottest team in baseball right now, which is dope. We pull ourselves out of like a 9-game back hole. We're second in our division now, 5 away from first. It's crazy. We're in a wild card spot as of today. Hopefully, by the time you guys hear this, we still are. What else is going on in baseball, John?
To touch on what Kevin was saying, Tatis came back and hit 2 home runs his first game.
Right.
But the game before that, the Diamondbacks had a starting pitcher. I believe his name was Tyler Gilbert. First start, he threw a no-hitter. Yeah, his first start. And then right after that happened, they brought back Tatis, and Tatis came back, hit 2 home runs in his first game back. But that's a crazy ass game for your first game start to throw a no-hitter.
Yeah, to throw a no-hitter. Yeah, that's dope. And then we saw like the dad's
Colorado. Right, the dad was crying and shit.
Yeah, you would be too.
The word facts.
That was balling, son.
We had the walk-off in Colorado. CJ Cron hit a walk-off home run. I think they was playing Kansas City. I can't remember exactly where they were playing. But baseball is getting close, man. It's getting close to October. It's getting close. These games mean a lot. What do the Yankees need to do to keep on this stead or keep in this pace to make the playoffs?
I'm saying the hitting, no question, is going to be there. It's the pitching. The pitching has to be more consistent and reliable.
That's been the story for the Yankees for about 5 years.
Unfortunately,
that's a fact. But they need to stay healthy, stay off the COVID IL list and stuff.
I don't know. They vaccinated. They still catching it. It's like fuck it. They got vaccinated. They said fuck the rule. That's what it's looking like.
Again, even if you're vaccinated, you still have to take the same precautions as a non-vax person. Sound crazy, like we 2 different types of people and shit, vax and non-vax and shit. Like
that's just what they wanted. They divided us. They got us all divided. What the fuck vax people?
Right. Another demo that they created and shit. Vax and non-vax.
You just don't got the COVID vaccinated shot.
Right.
Now, you could be vaccinated with all the other vaccines and shit, but now
they got the COVID, you non-vax.
You got the COVID shot, now you link with all the people that saying fuck vaccines and shit.
Right.
Don't got no vaccine shot.
Yeah, right. People that's completely against vaccine.
Yeah, now we in
you
the
bunched
same
up with
boat.
them. Yeah, you bunched up with them. But again, y'all said Yankees need to work on the pitching, but the hitting is there. Speaking of hitting, Trevor Bauer hearing is still underway. You know, hitting. Did y'all get it? Did y'all get? Speaking of hitting, Trevor Bauer, you know,
Never-
beating on people. But
Yo, John, who'd you send us the picture that got rocked in the face?
he plays for the A's. Happened today. I think his name is Charlie or Charles Bassett.
Yeah. We don't have an update on him right now. We'll try and get you guys one while we're still on the pod.
yeah,
But he got that shit went right off his dome piece.
Oh shit!
What, bat?
Hold on.
What?
Nah, a line drive. He
I
threw the
can't hear
pitch.
y'all. I can't hear y'all.
Hit.
Hold on.
Oh hell no! That's crazy.
I can't hear anything y'all saying. Yo.
Cool.
All right, I'm back.
You good? You good? You good? All right.
Hitters, Trevor Bauer is still in court. He completely denying all the domestic charges against him currently. We're in no place to say if he's guilty or not guilty. You know, you're not guilty until proven innocent. Was it you guilty until proven innocent? In today's world, you're guilty until proven innocent. But it's supposed to be you're not guilty, not guilty.
It says until proven guilty.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's what it's supposed to be. So right now, he hasn't been found guilty. He's in court facing some domestic charges. We will keep you guys posted as we find out more. Anything else pressing in baseball we should talk about?
Oh, my man Cole came back yesterday.
Oh yeah, Garrett Cole
COVID
came back
list.
yesterday.
Garrett Cole, Mr. Spider Tap himself.
And he performed well, and the Yankees won. So we need more of that good old Cole back.
All right. Let's see what he do. Yankees need the pitcher. Anything else going on in baseball?
Baseball, no, I think we covered everything for baseball. It's time to tap in with the NFL.
Going into the NFL, man. We got week 1 of the preseason. We got some rookie debuts again. This is one of the biggest class for QBs. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to do with you guys is grade some of the rookie debuts, our QB rookie debuts, right?
Oh, let's do that. We're
gonna go. I'm gonna shout out some names, and you guys are gonna grade them based on their week 1 preseason performance. That's cool. Do that work?
Let's go. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, Kev. Kicking off with you. We kicking off with Justin Fields. Chicago Bears. They faced the Miami Dolphins in their first preseason game. How you grading Justin Fields so far in this early preseason?
I give him a B minus.
B minus.
B minus.
Yeah, I feel like as much as he feels like he's got a hold of the speed of the game.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't fully yet, but he performed really well, and it helps that he's playing against a good defense in practice.
Right.
So I think overall, and I think let me see, I don't remember what his completion rates were, but the performance looked good. Anything's an upgrade for the Bears. So
yeah, Bears for this preseason, but they're excited.
I could be wrong, but I think he was 13 for 20 for 160 plus yards.
Not bad.
I can literally give him.
So John, what you grade Justin Fields first preseason game?
I'm gonna give him a B plus.
B plus.
I'm gonna go B plus. I like what I saw, even though I think the touchdown pass was a blown defensive assignment with somebody completely wide open. Still made the throw, but it was somebody completely wide open. He caught it and just took it to the house. Well,
so Justin Fields was 14 for 20, 142 yards.
By one.
One passing touchdown, one rushing touchdown.
Yeah, B plus. When even though a lot of these times in the preseason games they're gonna be playing against mostly a little against the first, more against second and third string, but you just want to see any some sort of something that you can look forward to and work on. I can see what he got. Let's take this and carry it over and try to emphasize on what he got working for him. And he showed, show some signs.
Right.
Show like he's not ready. He's ready to let the ball fly. Mm-hmm. And if he needs to run, he'll run it.
Yeah.
Now it's just when it gets into the NFL time,
the real game, speed,
translating, seeing the real like number one DN, top notch linebackers, and top notch DBs, how it will go. But I like what he showed so far, so that's why I'm gonna give him a B+.
All right, Drew, how you grading Justin Fields?
I'm gonna do a happy medium. I'm gonna do a B because you do see like chinks in his game where you can see that he needs to be better, but he definitely has a stats. He should be the starting quarterback like by far because he's definitely is that because what they have right now, Justin Field is an upgrade over Andy Dalton. Anybody?
Oh,
definitely. He's definitely a week one starter. You do see games where he needs improvement, but he does have the tools to get ready. And plus, the Bears is a good team. Like all you need is a quarterback to bring it all together. He can be that. He's not that developed quarterback yet, but your team is already. He has a team already around him that can support his play. So the team is already there. The team is set for you to reach new heights. Like ain't like you're a rookie quarterback coming into a bad situation. He's actually has one of the best situations of a rookie quarterback that's out there right now. So
and again, following Drew, I'm gonna give him a B. Like Kev said, he's definitely, again, piggybacking off Drew, he's definitely in one of the better positions as a rookie quarterback going against a defense in practice like the Bears, but it is practice. So he says, the game ain't as fast as he thought it was going to be, and because he's playing with these guys in practice, but it is practice. It ain't the same. That's a good teaching tool towards the real thing. But once he really get out there, when niggas trying to knock his head off, then you'll see the speed. They'll see the big difference in the speed. Like when they trying to, them niggas on your team, them niggas ain't trying to take your head off on the Bears. They try to take other people's heads off, but not yours.
And a lot of defenses is not running their full packages. They're not running their full schemes. They don't got safeties coming up to the line.
Exactly.
Blitzes.
And again, you ain't most of his play was against second, third string. But again, I like how smart he played in the sense of knowing when to use his legs. He had like 52 rushing yards, like not forcing the run, knowing when to actually scare the defense by rolling out as if he's going to run, but still looking downfield. Like him and the kid Adams, one of the best receivers, they were connected, because he will fake roll out as if he was going to run, but he always made the smarter decision and dish it out. Or if he see the run, he took it. He made smart decisions. But again, it was against second, third string, not full package. But based on that one preseason game, he looked to have the intelligence that they say a lot of black QBs and running QBs don't have. But so he did show that in the preseason game. And again, this is only a preseason game. I want to see a regular season. He does have great pieces around him on offense and defense. I think he shouldn't play week one because it's Nagy them that irritates me. It's not even the players. I think we need to see Andy Dalton get beat up a little bit first before we put him out there. But he's ready. He's ready to go. So I'm going to give him a B. Next up on my list, we have your guy, Drew, Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson. Is that your guy? You still repping for the Jets?
Oh yeah, I'm still repping. I'm happy. I'm happy
so
about
that. How we grading Zach Wilson?
Well, from what I see from the little bite size, because he He played like a couple 10 minutes. So I mean, like I don't have that.
He played the first, and he played midway through the second.
From what I saw.
So he was 6 for 9 with 63 yards. He played midway second, first, midway second. So
I'll give him, from what I saw, I'll give him a B. I mean, I didn't really. I mean, he played good from what, but his second, but I can't really gauge it. Like they were playing second and third. This is the thing about like the first preseason game. You're not really playing your best. Like
right.
you play like so short and stuff. Like he did good. This is what I'm getting the B from. He did good. Like, but like I want to see more. Especially I want to analyze it since it's my team. I want to see, like, can you do this shit? Like, give me the next game. I probably better can gauge it off that. But from what he did, I give him a B.
All right, John, how you grading Zach Wilson so far?
It was a small sample size. You know, he only got off. You know, he got a couple possessions, threw the ball 9 times, 6 out of 9's good percentage, but he only threw the ball 9 times. I would like to see a little more. We're probably gonna see more in preseason game 2, and then I don't know what they'll do with preseason game 3. I don't know if they'll decide to we're just gonna rest him and get him ready for game 1. But
there's only 3 preseason games, right?
Yeah, it's only 3. Yeah,
they'll probably rest him in C. They'll probably rest him in preseason.
So I don't know if he's gonna play in 3, but off the small sample size, it's somewhere between the C plus and the B minus, just because of the small sample size. But that's why I have the grade somewhere in between that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted me to give him a solid grade. I'm not too sure, but that's where I'm stuck at, between C plus and B minus.
Copy. All right, Kev, how you grading Zach?
I got him at a C. Honestly, it's just really small sample size. The one thing that I can openly and confidently say is your boy's got an arm, man. So as long as he's not out there with like the gunslinger mentality all the time, like he's definitely got a cannon.
Those be the best QBs. Gunslinger, let that shit fly.
School of Favre. School of Favre.
Hey, Jared Allen plays the same way.
Live and die with the bomb. Nigga have
him not having those distractions, we'll call them, in college, man. I think really got his mind focused on the game.
Have him a Jameis year, 30 for 30.
No, 30 for 30. Come on, stop. Why you gonna put him a 30 for 30?
Have him a Jameis. I'm saying that's how the guns.
Nah, come on,
Jameis
ain't the right one. 30 for 30.
Jameis a gunslinger too, boy. Jameis because he black. Jameis from that class too. Throw that shit. Bomb that ball, boy. Like put that shit in those tights.
The first 30 is good, but the other 30 is bad, son.
30 for 30. But again, I'm gonna say, like Kev, I'm giving Zach a C. Not much to really grade off of. I'm gonna just say C because he does have an arm, but there wasn't enough for me to really see the explosiveness that he's been chalked up to be. And again, it's based. Yeah, he got a cannon. So okay, we can say yes. There was 1 or 2 where it's like, yeah, we can see it, but not enough. So I'll give it a C because that's the only thing that's fair to give because he didn't do much, but he ain't played much either. So I'm gonna give him a C. Next we got Trey Lance. Kev, how you grade Trey?
I didn't really get a chance to see any tape on Trey. What was his
So Trey had a few bombs.
He hit a few bombs or he had a few bombs?
No, he had. So Trey.
So he didn't hit him.
No, he threw a few bombs. 5 for 14, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. He threw one for like 80-some yards. His touchdown play was for like 80-some yards.
Yeah, I'm not gonna grade him because I didn't see it. But from what I hear, it sounds like it was a blown coverage somewhere.
Yeah,
or
they
he
look,
got the ball to a burner.
it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
So I don't got a grade. I can't grade. I'll be
So
doing you guys a disservice if I
he's
did.
doing it. So he's one of those. He's a substitute teacher for this round. All right, John, how you grading Trey?
I'm gonna give him a B minus, because what we see is only what we're gonna get in the preseason. Because obviously they're gonna take the whole let Jimmy G start, but after this year, Jimmy G got to go. So I'm gonna give him a B minus because they're gonna let him play. They're gonna let Trey Lance do what he gotta do in the preseason.
Yeah,
He's not gonna start when the season comes. And barring injuries, he's probably, I don't know, maybe they might put him at the third QB spot, make him the backup of the backup because they don't want to throw him in the game if injuries was to take place. I could be wrong. Maybe he'll be the backup, but I think their plan is to go Jimmy G for the year, and then after that,
it gotta be for half a year, bro. I don't think they go sway.
No, I think that. Listen, Jimmy G getting paid. He getting paid too much money to be riding the bench. So they're gonna let Jimmy G finish the year, and they're gonna find a team because it's always a new team that's in look for a quarterback.
Unless they can flip his ass.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna trade him for a pick. Somebody gonna take that contract. Somebody gonna take that chance on Jimmy G.
Do they trade him at the deadline?
No.
No, they're not. They need him for security, man. If Jimmy G's playing good after 6 games and they like 4-2 or something like that,
yeah, he's gonna finish the season.
He's gonna finish the season unless he gets hurt.
I'm saying bar injuries,
and they got a healthy Kittle and everything back.
I'm saying bar injuries, Jimmy G solidified the starter. You know,
a healthy Kittle helps Jimmy G, and then that allows him to get the ball to a hook, whatever the hell his name is, and Debo.
Mm-hmm. No, that's definitely
Jimmy G's protected. This year he's protected, but after this year is like okay,
it's suspect.
Competition time,
right?
And everything. So I'm gonna give Trey Lance a B minus, but I know what we see in the preseason majority is what we're gonna get from him all year. So and he showed little things.
All right, Drew, how you grading Trey?
I just like Kev, I really can't really gauge it. I didn't see the game. So I mean I wouldn't be able to like give it like a
no, that's the only game I really missed highlights and recapped on.
All right, well, I watched the highlights. I give him a B, and this is the Jimmy G farewell tour. Cause why this nigga Trey is out to cook in these preseason games, and although Jimmy G is secure for this season, this is Trey team moving forward. I kid you not. He reminded me of my nigga Cap out there. Big arm, moving, mobile. What I like to see, man, mobile quarterbacks, big arm tatted up and shit. I like it. I like what I'm seeing in Trey. So I'm gonna give him a B, man. He gonna take that job, Jimmy G. We see you back in New England next year, hopefully. But yeah, speaking of New England, we got Mac Jones. Now how he was looking. John,
he was like 13 for like 20 or something for like nothing.
We got. Let me pull up Mac Jones stats real quick.
I remember seeing that because I got my take on it already.
So Mac Jones was 13 for 19, 87 yards. Kev, that's not bad. You making that face. It ain't bad. 13 for 19, 87 yards. That's a lot of attempts though for only 87 yards.
All I'm gonna say is believe what y'all hearing from the Patriots. It is a fucking coin flip out there, yo. Yeah. Like between him and Cam.
Yeah.
I mean, Cam ain't where it is.
Only thing is, again, if you didn't see it, Cam was going against first team defense in Washington. Yeah. They was at his ass. That O-line on Patriots looked trash.
Yup.
So
it's a coin flip out there, man.
So I think, but Kev, how you grading that based on what you saw?
Based on what I saw, I see. Bro, the game is too fast for him right now. And he wasn't playing starters.
Right.
I didn't see him going through his progressions quick enough, and I think that shows.
All
And
right.
it's really a coin flip because he has a bigger arm than Cam, but
Right.
Cam has a better feel for game speed.
Yeah.
So like Belichick is really like scratching his dome right now, like for sure.
Yeah. All right. Drew, how you grade Mac?
I'm grading him as a C. I like. He
Oh,
doesn't
how
really.
far the mighty have fallen.
He doesn't really impress me like that.
Yeah.
That's really all I can say. He doesn't really impress me like that. I'll
Gotcha.
give him a C.
All right, John, how you grade Mac?
I'm gonna give him a C plus because they did take him mid first round, right? Mid first round, like what was it? What pick was it? Like 13, 14, 15? Somewhere right there. Obviously it's something that he did that they like, but I don't think he's taking Cam's job game one. He's not taking Cam's job. I don't think Mac's prepared yet. I think he needs to sit behind Cam and learn the system, and from there, I think that's when he'll excel.
Right.
After a year, I think he'll be able to take that spot and run with it. Cause I think he's the perfect system quarterback.
If
Him in the
Cam
right
starts,
system,
John,
huh?
yo, if Cam starts, Mac is gonna be out there by week 6, week 7. That's a guarantee, bro. If they go 2-4,
If Cam gets hurt, yes. But I don't see Cam getting hurt.
well, if they go 2-4 or 3-3, I'm sorry.
3-3, 3-3, 3-3 is better than 2-4.
But look, you saying
I would
going
say
3-3, but they're
3-3.
going 3-3 and Cam or 2-4 and Cam is performing and say the defense is not doing their job. I don't see him losing his job. It's not going to change the fact that one thing is doing the other. If Cam is playing bad and the record,
but you forget, even if Cam is playing well, Cam hates losing, and I don't care if it's not publicized. Cam's gonna be like a sore loser in that locker room, like pouting, shaking his head. Like I don't care. Like he's not gonna outgrow that.
I mean, a lot of superstar quarterbacks do that shit though. Like, it doesn't.
But Cam is
matter.
known to be a crybaby. Like,
fuck what y'all talking about.
all I'm saying is, I give Mac Jones a C minus. Again, just piggybacking off everything y'all saying. Cam is going to start because Mac Jones, again, 13 for 19 against third stringers, didn't really do much. Super slow pass progression. The game, they ain't going to start him because that O-line is trash. And Mac going to get fucked up if he starts week 1. They not getting that man killed. If they start him week 1, they're gonna get him killed. And all their money is in that boy. They don't mind getting Cam killed. They'll let Cam go out there and get beat the fuck up. But they ain't gonna let that big head white boy go out there and get beat up week 1. With that O-line, is trash. And that's only one piece preseason game I saw. But Cam was getting fucked up against Washington that first series.
Yeah, but if the O-line is playing good and Cam can't drive the ball,
right? But that's what I'm saying. If the O-line start to magically play good and Cam is just missing on passes, can't drive the ball, then at some point they're gonna say, okay, the O-line is good, put Mac in. But if the O-line struggles, and that's the reason why Patriots is struggling, they're not going to put Mac Jones in there in a rush to put Mac Jones in there because it's like, we're not going to put him, our future, out there and get him killed. Let's get Cam beat up. And we'll keep Cam in there if that's the reason that they're losing. But if the O-line is doing decent and Cam is just missing, then Mac Jones will be in that week 6, week 8, around that area. But I'm going to give him a C minus based on the amount of time he played, and he really didn't do much against third string defenders. Who else we got? We got number 1, Trevor Lawrence. R.I.P. to Tim Tebow, but yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, we didn't talk about.
We'll get there. We'll talk about him while we talk about this. Tebow was cut from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He can't block. He looked sorry out there. Can't do everything, Tebow. Can't do everything.
Who thought that wasn't gonna be who thought that wasn't gonna be reality? I thought that shit was gonna happen from Jump Street. Like, come on.
I didn't think so. I thought he was going, because it's his ex-coach, he was going to get a spot on there.
Oh, come on, really? You really thought that?
No, I did. I definitely thought that. But Trevor Lawrence, his numbers, how was his numbers week 1 preseason? Let me pull it up.
All I seen was O-line troubles. The O-line troubles is gonna kill that boy.
They were getting smashed. They played against the Browns.
Them O-line troubles is gonna kill that boy. That's why I'm gonna give him a C, because you can't stay, and you can't do nothing against a bad O-line.
He was 6 for 9 with 71 yards, but again, like Drew said, he was getting that O-line wasn't doing good. So you gave him a what, Drew?
I got him a C. Like, what can you do with a bad O-line? Like, an O-line is like honestly the best. Honestly, you're fucking. You gotta create a good O-line for your quarterback and your running back to do something. Like, you gotta get that intact first, because
O-line is probably one of the. It is underappreciated position in football. It's not the sexy position, but it's definitely one of the more important ones. So, John, how you grading Trevor Lawrence preseason game 1?
I felt like that was one of the more preseason games that had more of the hype on it. The first pick showcased it. I'm gonna give him a C. Yeah. I know he's gonna be talented and thing. I don't know if he was just cruising, like it's preseason. I'm not gonna really show out, but I didn't see nothing like crazy. But I know Trevor Lawrence is gonna do his thing when the season comes around.
All right, Kev, grading Trevor Lawrence.
A D.
A D. Why you get a D?
Yeah, it's just not. It's just the O-line sucked or whatever. But you're the number 1 pick, man. You at least supposed to go out there and throw and crack 100 yards. I don't care.
Yeah, he had 7
O-line though.
Yep, number 1 overall pick. I don't care if there's no line out there, bro.
Nah, you gotta care. No
line. Defensive line. You gotta
blitz. Look at Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, bro.
I don't care if they bring it out. He's supposed to have decent defenses read already, know where he's going, and getting the ball out. 71 yards is unacceptable, bro.
All right, let you tell it. The O-line is just important.
It's unacceptable.
All right, I'm giving him a C-. The O-line was bad. It's not much to show, but based having the O-line like that, him first series, I expected more. He's Trevor Lawrence, pretty boy, long, beautiful, blonde hair. He's the golden boy. I wanted to see more. I didn't get to see it. No Cuomo. But yeah, so I did get to see it. So game 1, I give him a C- for that game. That's our QBs. What else going on in the NFL? Like we said, Tim Tebow is no longer with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He, took to Twitter to say thank you for the opportunity. He's going to go back to sportscasting, for ESPN. I think that's the best place for him. Or should he try out for a fullback? Maybe that's next for Tebow. Or kicker.
No.
Maybe
no.
Tebow can find a spot on somewhere.
If you know what you should do is practice to be a tight end before you actually get on a team.
Right, that's true.
Do the work to be the tight end.
And that was a lot of people issue with the whole Tebow joining Jacksonville.
I think he just took too long to make of his opportunity. He wanted to come back, so he came back and made that switch a couple of years ago.
Right, and again, originally when he first came in, they were trying to make him a tight end. He wanted to be QB. So he in his prime, he had the time to actually work on a position. Again, being a tight end, you got to block. You on the line. You are an offensive lineman almost, but Tebow couldn't block, as we've seen from some of the footage. Just he looked bad out there, but a lot of tight ends, again, and a lot of people, especially people of color, it's like, He's getting opportunities that he don't deserve because he don't have any real skill. He's a football player, but he don't have any skill in that position.
I feel like he was just hoping to get out there and just be a glorified like gadget player.
Right.
For real, like
I think
honestly,
he was like trying to be like Taysom or some shit.
Like, yo, they already blackballed him out the league. Like, I felt bad for that man.
you forget where you
I
forget
don't
where
know
he
more.
was. You forget where he was in the Mets, like minor leagues, bro. Like the same thing. Like at least try. Like you gotta. I want to say like you gotta do the work first. Like you for the opportunities that you are like to get, but do the work first. Like
No, he did do the work. He tried.
No, you can't to do the work when you got the job. That's that to be in a total position where you have not, like say like you get a job as a coder, like at a job somewhere, but you never coded in your damn life. Like how long you gonna have the fucking job? Do the work to get that job in the first place.
So Drew saying you can't wait on some in-game or on the job experience. You got to have some experience prior to getting the job.
Listen, Tebow, at the end of the day, Tebow is a football player. So, you know.
That's the problem. Where we saying that's the problem. He's a football player. He's an ultimate athlete, and therefore Tebow believes because he's a supreme athlete that he can pick up anything.
Yeah, well, no, whatever.
I think the only issue is he did this now versus doing this 4, 5, 6 years ago. He's 35 years old.
Exactly,
old.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's the only issue I see. I guarantee you, if this was like 8 years ago,
that goes back to experience. Because again, if he would have did this earlier, he would have been he would be in a better position to pick up the experience to do the job. You can't wait until, again, the older you are, the harder it becomes. And again, it's just like fucking any job. Most old folks ain't giving Drew's example, coding. They're in a position where it ain't gonna be as easy to pick up coding as it will be for the Gen Zs or something and shit. Like, so Tebow is a big athlete, and he thought because I'm Tebow and I'm an athlete, give me a little bit of time, I can pick up anything. And that's just not the case. And so that's why a lot of people were upset, because it's not that he a football player shit. It ain't true for everybody. You can't just be a football player and think you can do everything on the football field. Especially if you have no experience. You've been a quarterback your whole fucking life, and then you play professionally as a quarterback, you leave the game, and then you want to come back as another position. Nah, bro, that shit don't work like that. And this
bro.
This is a clear example of why that shit don't work. Other news in NFL, the Falcons is the first team 100% vaxxed.
Cool.
Now watch they have the most COVID issues this season and shit. Like
no, nobody else is back.
but they won't get games. Or they won't forfeit games.
Yeah.
They won't get paid. They won't lose their pay.
Yeah, you gotta pay them niggas. Like, it's not our fault.
Right. So congratulations, I guess, to the Falcons.
I guess that's an achievement.
Yo, the only way to really stop that shit, yo, even with baseball, is like, yo, if they're vaccinated, stop testing them if you know that they can get it.
Right.
Stop testing them.
Right. Once they vax, you just cut the testing and shit. Right. We know they vax. We just gonna take our chances. Keep it moving.
Like literally, it's like the same thing when like they were letting people back in like sporting events, like go to Yankee Stadium or something like that. It's like, you're taking my word. I'm fully vaxxed. Not taking my word. I'm showing my vax card. You're like, all right, go ahead. You?
Right.
Oh, let me see like your negative test within the last whatever.
That's how traveling works. When you go abroad, you still have to get that. They don't care if you vax, my nigga. You gotta present that negative COVID test. You gotta present that test when you go abroad.
The test was supposed to be the alternative of the vaccine, but who knows?
Yeah.
But they first team 100%. Let's see what's the next thing to follow suit.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes for them. Other news, the taunting rule. How y'all feeling about this new?
That was bull, bro.
This
I don't know
extreme
about that.
taunting rule. The NFL, they are really
I
pushing
really
the
hate. I
taunting
really,
rule. It looks like no taunting, no celebration at all. Like
really,
And they back to that shit again.
Really?
it's
But
that's
NFL,
that shit.
watching the
sucks.
games is beautiful, but everything else about the NFL
yeah.
sucks.
NFL is always the shit show. But yeah, one of the players, what team was that? Detroit or Dallas? One of them. He broke a tackle like 3 niggas. Tried to tackle him, but he was like keep churning and shit. He got up and he just did like a quick little flex, flag, like no emotion on the field right now.
That's
I don't know if this gonna transition into the season. They tried this a few years ago. They stopped it.
Well, it was a few years with them,
Yeah.
but it looked like they're trying to stop all types of
Yeah,
taunting
but right
I don't
now,
know.
right. So it was a few years of them being extra, and then they stopped. And now, based on that, it looked like they back to it with like
You can't
no,
have. You
no
can't
celebration,
have that.
no taunting, no nothing. Like
How you can't do that in the game like that. I don't care. Like it's same thing with basketball. Like stop taking the emotion out of the fucking game. Like
right,
it's
exactly.
a natural reaction. Like it's honestly a natural reaction. If I do something good, and this is what I'm going to do. It's like what the hell you want me to be a
No,
fucking
it's
robot?
no, it's funny. It's that bad. Like I say me and Dev's on the same team. It was looking like, and Dev makes a catch. I give him a high five. They're gonna count that as taunting too because we're celebrating, right? That's
Or right,
celebration.
if we do the jumping and
Yeah, the chest bumping. That's
touch
self.
pump. Yeah, it's flags, bro.
It's like, like I have to be a robot on the field, my nigga. Like
And
seriously.
again, like you said, Drew, in sports is very spirited. It's always been. That's why we got fucking cheerleaders and the fans going crazy. Sports is spirited. And again, when you doing something good, it's natural for you to be like, especially if like in football
Right.
and you dragging 2-3 niggas and they finally get you down, instantly I'm coming up like, ugh, fuck, like it's in you, like
Yes,
you
bro,
like you on
come
top of the
on.
world, like so. Y'all know how I used to be doing, y'all. I used to be.
My thing is,
Bullshit.
my thing is, they grown ass men. Unless I'm grabbing your face mask and I'm like, yeah, yo, I'm whooping your ass out here. Like,
Unless they doing a
yeah, if I flex
Right.
on you or I stop and I
Right.
stare at you for a second, like they grown men, bro. As long as I'm not
And again,
delaying the game.
the shit, right? That's what I'm about to say. The shit's 2 seconds. Like, as long as it ain't drugged out, the nigga ain't run up the field and none of this shit. Like he just did a slight flex.
I know what you're talking about. It was
And
nothing.
it was nothing. So if the NFL gonna be on this, nobody likes Roger Goodell anyway. But this just gives me more reasons to not like the NFL as an organization. More than I already don't like the ass. I love the game.
Sucks. Like, it
But
really
the
sucks.
NFL
We love
is
watching
really
football,
trash.
but the NFL really sucks.
Yeah, NFL is trash, man. So we're gonna see how that go for the rest of the season. Other news in football: Jamal Adams signs 4-year deal with the Seahawks for $70 million.
Oh, you got paid.
Got his money. Drew, how you feeling? How you feel about that, Drew? Are you still a little sick about that?
Nah,
They have to pay
nah,
that man.
that's not in my blood. That's Eddie, right? That's an Eddie problem. Jamal Adams is far from me, so I don't really care. I don't really care. Get your money, bro. Get your
Word.
money.
Especially in football, yo. Get your bread, get your money, because that shit don't last. Your career don't last, unless you Tom Brady. Also, Alex Smith will be joining ESPN as an analyst.
Oh, that's dope.
So
What is he, Monday Night Football?
I don't know. I don't know exactly where he'll be at. He probably be doing
He'd
something.
be part of the morning probably cast.
NFL Live or probably the
NFL
Sunday
Countdown.
NFL Countdown cast. So congratulations to my guy Alex. Anything else in football? That's all I got.
Hard Knocks premiered
Hard
last
Knocks.
week. Hard Knocks is back.
Yeah, I saw episode 1. Didn't really care.
I say Dak looked like he's having a little setback, so we gotta see how that works out for the Cowboys. But Dak's finally back, but then he got a strain in his shoulder.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Oh no, it wasn't his shoulder. It was like his bicep or tricep or something at his full extension part. Might have been his elbow too. I don't know. Well, who cares? Trash.
We will see. We'll see what's going on with that. Anything else in football? That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Anything else in the open run?
We covered everything.
So I got a few things in the open run. Congratulations to Nico Ali Walsh, Muhammad Ali's grandson. He won his first match by KO knockout. He had the Ali black and white, white and black trim shorts. Did the pose. You know what I'm saying? So wish him the best in his boxing debut, but he won by TKO, which is dope. We got that Paul kid in Woodley this weekend.
Oh, that's this weekend?
That's this weekend? Oh,
Yeah,
Woodley, let's go.
21st.
Let's stop. Woodley gonna be the first one to stop this kid.
So how you got that going? Drew, you got Woodley winning?
Woodley winning, fam.
John, how you got Woodley Paul going?
How about Jake Paul?
Kev, how you got Woodley Paul going?
Woodley.
I got fucking Jake Paul, unfortunately. Until you fight a real boxer,
for real, bro. Like, what was the other one? What was the last one?
Askren, Ben Askren.
Yeah, Ben Askren.
That he was overweight, just had a knee surgery, bro. Like,
Ben Askren was drinking a beer before he had that fight.
Yes, so this tells you like he's been like little like fights so far. I mean, Woodley is retired, but he's still
he's still in shape, prime shape. Yeah, prime shape.
Yes, this is the actual test for Jake Paul right now. Even though people don't mind,
because again, it's in combat fighting, muscle memory is very important. Woodley is a mixed martial artist, and the guard is different. I think because Jake Paul has only trained as a boxer, his muscle memory and his boxing skill is higher than Woodley's, and I think that will show. I think Woodley is will be more of a test, but Woodley to me is still an MMA fighter, and the guard is this versus boxing where it's here, and that will be the showing. That will be the proof of Jake Paul being a better fighter, not a good fighter, but a better fighter, better boxer, not a better fighter, better boxer. Than Woodley.
Yo. Who he had on that list, bro? That list is insane.
Yeah, a lot of people on that list.
So he had a lot of boxers on his list. Who he should have been fighting was fucking
Fury's brother.
He got him on the list, but I don't know why he's ducking that fight because they've been trying to get that fight before the Woodley fight.
But he's crazy to put Javante on that list.
He put Javante. He put
Javante tweet. Don't even come my way, son. Don't even look
Javante on there. He had the redhead boy.
Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo.
Yeah.
That's another fight he don't want to do.
He don't want. I see.
Look like Jake Paul. Obviously, he's not playing boxes, but he's trying to take this boxing thing seriously. But those is two fighters.
I
can't say he's taking it serious until he fights a boxer.
I mean, he does have an extensive list. There's a lot of people before you get to. How many people before you get to Canelo or Javante? How many people he has in between?
Well, I don't think it's in order. I think he just have a list of people because he had like KSI and his brother at the end of the list. So I don't think it's like, okay, I need to go through this person to get to Javante and Canelo because they were up on the list. I'm just saying He need to fight. In order for me to believe him as a boxer, he needs to fight boxers first. I don't care if they no name or whoever, amateurs or early in their professional careers.
I agree with you.
To
Get
fight
an amateur boxer
boxers.
first.
That's when I'll start to believe him as a boxer. And again, fighting Fury brother, who's serious, who's a boxer, who's been trying to get this fight with him. He got him on the list, but he could have had that fight before this Woodley one. They've been trying to get him in the ring with him, but he was talking shit like as if, I guess, popularity isn't, Fury popularity ain't as big as a Woodley or anybody. So he ain't in a rush to fight him, but that's how he gonna get respect. Ain't nobody gonna respect him beating up on retired mixed martial artists or beating on YouTubers and shit like KSI or fighting his brother who can't fucking fight. You need to fight professional boxers and then work your way, and that's what we'll start to believe. Like, yes, you taking this shit serious. Motherfucker goes to the gym, go to boxing gyms all the time, and just work out. Like, okay, you pick up a skill, but I can't say you taking it serious until you get in there in the ring with some real fucking boxing. Until that happens, this shit is sideshow circus. But we'll see. But we'll see what happens with that. Last up on open where I just want to discuss Naomi Osaka. I don't know if y'all saw.
You took it. Yeah, you took it. You took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say that shit.
So
got some words with a reporter.
So one of the reporters from the Cincinnati Reporter had some words. So Naomi is very vocal on social media. She used her platform to discuss world issues. She speak on the Haiti situation. She speak on racial issues. She just speak on a lot of shit. But she's not too fond of doing the press conference after matches and shit. She just don't like the setup. So one of the reporters from the Cincinnati Reporter, he stated that, how could you say you don't like this, but there's kind of, you need us in a sense of we're the media for everything that you're trying to do outside of the sport. You kind of need what we do in order to build up everything else that you're doing. She didn't really have much words. She was trying to put the words together. She wanted to engage in the conversation, but she just couldn't get the words. And then at some point, the next reporter asked her a question about Haiti and her other stuff she said on Twitter. She broke down in tears. Her agent said that was bullying because he was really trying to bully her in the sense of trying to get her to say something wild. He's known to be a aggressive reporter, this guy, whoever this guy is. But do athletes need the media? Do they need the media? In order to be successful, do they need the media?
All right, before I answer that question, there's a thing where I don't think the agent, I think the agent was wrong in this point because it wasn't a thing where he was mad because and she was thinking about the question from what the Cleveland Inquirer actually was saying. She was actually thinking about the question. She even in the interview when she was thinking about it, the interview, which one, the moderator wanted to go on. Maybe we go on to another question. But even Naomi Osaka said, nah, let me answer his question, right? Now I don't think you do that unless if you're pissed off at the question. I think what got her crying was this I could be totally wrong, but this is what I think she got her crying because was the next report's question, the question about Haiti.
Yeah.
Which we all know she is of Haitian descent. Right.
Her dad is
I can what's happening in Haiti right now, devastating earthquake just happened. Almost thousands of people died. And she's of Haitian descent. She's going to feel emotional towards that. I think that's where she felt emotional towards it. That's where she broke down. Yeah. As far as of the Cleveland a Cleveland Inquirer, she was ready to answer. She was thinking of ways to answer that question. She wanted, and I don't think if you're pissed off at like a question you don't want to answer that question, you wouldn't go about it the way she did. Like
I think she wanted to answer the question. She wanted to be politically correct, and I think she wanted to say no, we don't need y'all, but was looking for the right way to say it. Because again, what they do.
Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I could be wrong.
Again, we all don't know. I'm guessing, her agent reported to her and they were having a conversation, and then he went on his tangent based on what his client was feeling and what they discussed.
Maybe.
This Cincinnati reporter is allegedly known to be one of those people that asks those troublesome questions because he said, you need us.
Okay.
And so her agent was basically saying the entitlement in the sense of saying that athletes need y'all in order to be successful was his way of him being known as a bully and trying to incite that some conflict in a sense. I think she was on top of the Haiti situation, she wanted to engage in this conversation, but I think she wanted to tell his ass, no, we don't need y'all, but wanted to be completely politically correct in it because what they bring, those people that ask press conference questions, there's really no fucking need for them. Nobody needs them. There's so many media is so vast. That shit, what they do, it's really not needed. Like most athletes, only reason why they do it is because they force them to do that. Like that's the one part of media that athletes are forced to do or be a part of. Because if not, nobody would do it. Because it's like y'all asking me, I'm just getting done with a game. Y'all, most of the time they be asking dumbass questions so they can get something to put on their blog or they.
How did you feel about that man dunking on you
or they news press or whatever? Face. So athletes don't really even want to answer questions in those press conferences. They just forced to do so. They have so many media outlets that they would rather use, but this is the only one they force them to do because of the partnerships with the different magazines and TV and all that and shit. So that's the only media that they're forced to be a part of. There's a reason why, because none of the ass would do it if they wasn't.
But there's a thing, like I can say, like, it's not, I wouldn't say they're totally not needed. I would say like is an aspect of the game where media is like some of the good media do create your hype sometimes with these.
Now listen.
There are
the press conference again. We talking. You can't say media as a whole. We got to speak on a micro level. The press conference media. What do they do for athletes?
Now, but look, quick thing. Obviously, I know athletes don't like doing press conference, but it's like I'm not gonna say they need them, but the ones who do the press conference is the ones who's writing the articles and the stories that we come to read about these athletes. That's the ones who's writing them. So obviously, what they write is basically they kind of control the athlete's narrative.
Who's reading?
I mean, a lot of people.
People still read articles.
What you read on ESPN, what you read on ESPN
is all digital, but people still reading and reading stuff.
I get what y'all trying to say, but nobody, the people that do the write-ups, they go, most of them are not household names. People really care about, if you're gonna talk about media, social media presence and the faces like on these platforms in regards to the analysts and stuff like that.
They're not presences, but when you attach that certain athlete's name to it, someone's gonna check it out.
Of course.
People don't
go on Google and you Google that person's name, those articles is gonna pop up in the news section. And it's if you're someone who likes to read articles about athletes and whatnot, you're gonna click it.
But again, you talking about that only works for tier level athletes. Like for somebody of Naomi Osaka's.
She's a tier level athlete.
She's the biggest athlete in tennis.
I said tier level. So what you mean?
Mid-tier athlete. So
mid-tier.
Mid-tier athlete. So you take a mid-tier athlete, you do a write-up about him or her or whatever they prescribe to. Okay, you Google them. Yes, that's cool. But Naomi Osaka, being who she is, don't need a write-up from Cincinnati Reporter.
It was when
good or bad. She don't need no write-up from them.
It was when
because of the people that the world care about when it comes to sports. She on ESPN, she's on Fox News, she's on this, she's on that, and she's winning on the biggest platforms and the biggest matches of her sport, the biggest tournaments of her sports, she's winning. So regardless of fucking Cincinnati Reporter covering her, the world's going to know who she is because she's excelling in one of the biggest sports in the biggest moments.
It was needed when
one article, and for it to catch fire, it could be a little reporting.
But it has to have legs.
Yeah,
it has to have legs. I'm pretty sure she gets smut and get bad press, just like she might get good press. But again, if her social media presence, her social media presence, she don't have a bad look on social media. She again, how she carries herself on TV.
It's totally
all that plays a part in it. So which one is going to have the biggest window, or which one is going to drive the most viewership? She's got over 1 million followers on all her social media. She herself does her own fucking her own media, like her own marketing, her own advertisement. That nigga from Cincinnati, his smart article, Naomi don't like the media, when everything else shows that she's like such a well-versed and well-educated. I'm giving an example. I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just speaking about when it comes to the media, who has more control, and y'all talking about write-ups and who really cares about a write-up when an athlete is fucking winning.
Is when you're I say when you're stature of her right now. But I'm saying, like, remember, Naomi Osaka isn't what she is right now. Remember, Naomi Osaka had to start from somewhere. She's here right now. She's a star, but when she started out, she wasn't a star.
And you know why she's a star? Because she's winning.
Yeah, she had to do that.
That's
first.
As an athlete, as long as you win, the media will be there. As long as you're a winner, they're gonna come follow you.
Yeah, but
don't say the media is not.
She could be making.
I'm talking about. I'm speaking on levels of media because the right, and we talking about the write-up. I'm saying there's higher levels of media that plays a bigger part than your write-up in the Cincinnati Reporter. Whereas having to write up on ESPN, rather having to write up on Fox Sports, those might carry a little bit more weight, and therefore the people, the authors and the writers behind that who are more credible, they have more of a voice to drive a narrative or whatever. But somebody like this guy, who I don't even know his name, from the Cincinnati Reporter, he's again known to be an antagonist. He won't control the narrative for somebody on the level of Naomi Osaka. Maybe somebody from the Bengals, maybe somebody from the Reds, he can control a narrative and shit like in that local market. But somebody as global as Naomi, she don't have to play nice with motherfuckers like him. She could be like, bro, who are you? And that will look bad because of her superstardom, but it's really what it is.
But I honestly don't. But in the other hand, maybe I'm playing devil's advocate. I honestly don't really feel like, just like I said, just like I told you in my earlier, I think she got upset at the other lady's question. I don't think she wasn't that upset at the Cincinnati Reporter's question. Maybe I could be totally wrong. That's just my opinion. Like, I honestly don't think what the Cincinnati Reporter said was actually that bad. Maybe I could be totally wrong. Maybe I am wrong. It's just my opinion. But I don't think what the Cincinnati Reporter was saying was that bad, and I don't think that's what caused her to broke into tears. It was as in my playing because
based on what her agent was saying, they were upset about his insinuation that she needs the media to be successful because he said you need us in order to be successful in everything that you're trying to do. So her agent came out saying that the issue was the insinuation that she needs the media to be successful, where in the sense that all she needs to do is continue to be a great athlete and a good role model to young women and young boys and young everybody around the world. And then her social media presence, which is probably the biggest fucking media of today, social media and other larger forms of media will then drive the narrative. But the fact that she needs this type of media, press conference media, because that's what we're talking about, press conference media, she needs them to excel. They're saying that him saying the need of her needing that was the issue when she don't need it. Where they didn't say she don't need it, but he insinuated that she needs it in order to be successful.
One question: you think we can put the clip in without getting flagged, or that's a no-go?
I'll probably
50-50.
I'll see.
50-50.
I'll see. I don't know. Who did it come from? I can't remember exactly what organization it came from.
I gotta check it out. I
don't know if it was ESPN or any. I don't know who actually owns the press conference. So I have to see.
Okay. All right.
But anybody else got to take on it? If not, we can move on. No. All right, we're moving on from the open run. We're getting the star bench cut. Haven't did this in a while, but we are going NFL, everything. We'll see a lot of NFL things coming up in the next couple of weeks. Star bench cut. We are kicking it off with some of our new QBs in the NFL. We got Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, and Trevor Lawrence. Who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting? Kev, kick us off.
I'm cutting Trevor Lawrence. I'm starting Justin Fields, and I'm benching Zach Wilson.
All right. John looking puzzled. All right, John, start bench cut. John this nigga Kev think Trevor Lawrence is hype. So
I do. I've been saying that.
I'm starting
run the tape back.
I'm starting Justin Fields. Because I think when it's all said and done, he's going to be the best quarterback in the class.
Exactly.
I'm benching Trevor Lawrence because that boy got some talent, and his talent is going to outshine everything else in Jacksonville. That he has talent, and unfortunately, Zach Wilson got to get cut because the other two people he's in it with.
All right, Drew.
In that order, right there.
Who's order?
Starting Justin Fields, benching Zach Wilson, cutting Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. The offensive line, the Jaguars is bad, bro. He's gonna have a bad season. The Jaguars let's just say it's the flip of what Justin Fields had. You have a horrible team around you, bro. Like you're not gonna overcome that horrible team. It's just not. Jacksonville is gonna be. He's gonna have growing pains in Jacksonville this season. He's gonna growing pains, bro.
Yeah. He's not gonna have a good season. Well, I'm following John. With a bad team or not, I think Trevor Lawrence does have the talent. So at some point we will see the talent. So I'm gonna bench Trevor. I'm starting Justin Fields because again, I think Justin Fields got it, and I'm gonna cut Zach Wilson. All right, next up, we got three running backs, premier running backs in the NFL.
This was hard.
We got Dalvin Cook,
Nick
Chubb, and Alvin Kamara. If y'all cut Dalvin, I'm throwing hands. All right.
This is a cake right here.
John, start bench cut.
Starting Dalvin.
Ooh. Starting down. Good shit, John.
I'm benching Kamara and I'm cutting Chubb.
All right. I like how you went, John. All right, Drew.
Nah, starting Alvin Kamara. Benching Dalvin Cook and cutting Chubb.
All right, Kev about to have something. Kev cutting Dalvin. I know how Kev is. Kev cutting Dalvin.
This is retarded, son. How in the hell you gonna have two backs on your team that do the same thing, same skill set? You're bugging. Alvin's getting cut. I'm
What?
starting Nick Chubb, the all-around back, the real every down back here that could do everything and is just as fast as them. And I'm benching Dalvin.
Oh man.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah,
No way if
yeah,
I'm-
it's okay.
All
Kev
right.
don't like come out after you ran it up.
I'm saying he wasn't feeling some type.
touchdown
He
game.
must feel some. He must
I
feel some
told you
type
I'm
of
at
way.
peace with that, bro. If I
'Cause-
lost by like 10 or something, I'd be mad as hell,
Again,
boy.
as a Vikings fan, I still think AK-41 is the best running back out of the three. So I'm starting AK-41, benching Dalvin, and cutting Nick Chubb. I feel like Nick Chubb and Dalvin is more similar than AK than Nick. Nick, they do this pretty much the same shit. Like
What? Nick and Dalvin don't even have the same body type, bro.
I ain't say nothing about body type.
You talking about skill set.
Yeah, they can do the same shit.
There we go.
Nick Chubb don't do nothing better than.
Which one stays healthier longer?
I ain't say nothing about health. I said
Here we go.
who I'm taking right now, who I'm taking today,
Now, how is a
I'm
different
taking-
story?
and based on what I saw last season, if I'm gonna take the season, I got Dalvin still.
Okay.
Dalvin Cook on my bench.
I
All
fucks
right.
with Dalvin.
I know you always pick him up in fantasy, nigga.
But how do you?
You
I
definitely-
haven't picked up Dalvin in like 2 years.
Bro, you had Dalvin last season.
No, I
If you
didn't.
did, somebody grabbed him before you can get him, because your ass grabbed him every season.
I haven't had Dalvin in 2 years, bro.
I'm
You
gonna go
are-
back
you
and look, 'cause
are the year before,
this
bro.
nigga
You
definitely
did
had
everything
Dalvin.
the year before.
Everything I love,
This nigga,
I haven't had
I
Dalvin.
always pick Dalvin because I always be like, yo, this nigga Kev, go grab Dalvin before I do. All the time.
John, when's the last time I had Dalvin on my team?
If it wasn't this season, it was the season before.
It was definitely
John,
the last. It
John
was
looking
definitely
like,
the
yeah,
season
you
before.
always had a
Definitely the
nigga.
season
I'm not gonna
before.
lie. It was probably the season before last season.
Yeah,
Exactly. 2 years.
Yeah. So
All right,
somebody,
but that was the
somebody
season
grabbed him.
before
that's
last
a year.
The season before last season.
season. Yeah,
Okay,
because
so
you picked Saquon.
Okay, so
Yeah, 2 years in a row, John. I haven't had Dalvin, bro.
that's
Like,
what's that? That's the Island League. That's the Island League, but not.
Oh, no. You're not hearing me, bro. I had
Nah.
first overall pick in our league the last 2 years, and I took Saquon both years. There's
You
no
might
way
took him
Dalvin's
first,
there
but-
for me.
Nah, you had Dalvin one. of
There's
these years,
no
bro.
way Dalvin's
Yeah,
there for me
Dalvin.
if I'm picking at the end of the second round. What are you
Because
talking
one of
about?
those seasons, Dalvin's was injured that you had.
Yeah, the season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons ago, bro.
No.
he
Yeah.
right now just pushing
Yeah.
it back.
All right. Yeah, he gonna keep pushing it back an extra year. All right. Last up, we got
Bugging.
We got QBs who fighting for a position, fighting for a starting spot. Starting bench cut. We got
This
Jameis
is light
Winston,
too.
Teddy Bridgewater, and Jimmy
That's light.
G.
That's like
Drew. Start bench cut.
I'm starting Teddy Bridgewater, benching Jameis, cutting Jimmy G.
All right. Johnny. Start bench cut.
I'm gonna start my guy Jameis. I'm gonna bench Jimmy G. I'm gonna cut Teddy.
What?
Teddy.
Teddy's
Nah,
my guy, but I'm gonna cut Teddy.
nah.
All right, Kev.
All right, so I hate to say it, man, but me and Drew's on the same page, man.
Why you ain't just say it? Say
I'm
it.
starting
Stay
Teddy.
with me.
I'm benching Jameis, and Jimmy gotta go, man.
All right, I'm starting Jameis, benching Teddy, and I'm cutting Jimmy G.
Everybody cut Jimmy G, but me.
Everybody cut Jimmy G except for John. John cut Teddy. Disrespect. All right, and that's start bench cut. We're gonna get into Marquee Misses. This is our slap on picks for the week in sports. Not much going on, but hey, let's
Really
try to make
not.
it interesting. Drew, kick us off with Marquee Misses.
Okay, I'm going to kick us off. This is a Thursday night game. I am going with the Cardinals versus the Bruins. versus the Brewers.
Cardinals, Brewers.
Versus Brewers.
Baseball.
Yes.
Baseball. All right, John.
I'm gonna go preseason again, 2 weeks in a row. Giants, Browns on Sunday.
Giants, Browns. All right, Kev.
Me and Johnny is simpatico. Giants, Browns on Sunday.
All right, I'm going WNBA on Sunday. I'm going LA Sparks versus the Liberty. I'm not going to Nevada this year. No more.
They're playing WNBA again?
I want to say WNBA is back.
Yeah, it's back. They took like a break.
Wow.
And then like I don't know how their seasons work, but they did take a break.
So I'll pick one for them. I'll pick one of their games next week. I just thought like they was on a hiatus. I didn't know they came back.
Yeah, they came back. I think a week or two ago.
Remember they had the All-Star and then some of them went to play in the USA Olympics.
Right. Yeah, they took almost like a month break.
You mean in the middle of the season?
Yeah, right.
To play USA.
I think it's because of Olympic purposes. That way they let all the players play in the Olympics and partake in trying to win a medal. So that the whole shit
is only it's only
try and win
players.
a medal.
It's only 8 players per team. So,
I want to say not all WNBA players playing for Team USA though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
But so yeah, I got the Sparks versus the New York Liberty for my Marquee Misses. And last up, when you hear this, this is our bold prediction for the week of sports. By the time we shoot our next episode on Tuesday, your prediction should have come to fruition. Last week, we all got them wrong. So let's see what we do this week, and hopefully we do better. So when you hear this, Johnny, kick us off.
When you hear this, give me 1 second. Gotta solidify these, my bold prediction real quick.
These two coaches gonna make a decision, boy.
All right, I can do my prediction. Okay. When you hear this, by the time next pod, the Yankees will be in sole possession of first place in the AL wild card.
Sole possession of first.
They're currently tied with the A's, but I'll give them sole possession of first.
Number 1 in the wild card. All right, John. Great pick. Drew, when you hear this.
These coaches will make their decisions, boy. Cam and both Cam Newton and Justin Fields will be named starter by next week. It's like
starter.
Name starter.
They ain't naming no starters with the preseason game still.
Yo, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
So you said Cam Newton and Justin Fields will both be named starters by our next episode. All right. That's a bold prediction right there. Kev.
Hold on, let me see 1 second. By the time you hear this, the Yankees will be on a 8-game win streak.
8-game win streak. So by the time next Tuesday, 8 in a row.
8-game win streak.
Make it 9 because they're already on a 5-game win streak right now.
Throwing a spice on it, so they're gonna win 4 more games. Spicy. All right. When you hear this, Bears are playing against the Bills in their next game. My guy Justin Fields will have 2 touchdowns and 100 rushing.
This is why he's gonna be named starter.
Justin Fields, 2 TDs, 100 rushing in his Bills preseason game. And that is our episode, OSA, episode 18, season 2, 68 overall.
68.
Again, Fatal 4-Way Part 2. Hopefully we get some of our guys back next week, but no rush, fellas. Do what you got to do. Take as much time as you need. Again, like I said, prayers and love and all that good shit is going to the fellas. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Continue to support. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those subs up. Share with your friends. Send us the OSA questions so we can answer all your sports questions. Remember again to rate if you listen on audio. Make sure you share on audio. Let's keep keep increasing our views and all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Like always, the crew is here. Johnny's here. Kev is here. Drew is here. And I'm here. My mama called me Devin, so you can call me Devin. But fellas, like always,
we out.
We out.
Love, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on thin ice, and my ice skate's been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch, but I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit.